The Steel Bayonet. It's not half bad. I found it atmospheric. I found it gnarly and kind of gritty. Maybe low budget assists these war films in being blunt and unromantic as opposed to crass spectacles and amoral action bravura. I found it an interesting portrayal of the suffering experienced by the soldiers of the Second World War. Hardly a glorifying project, perhaps it displays some virtue in sacrifice, but any reasonable viewer will come away with a major distaste for warfare, even if any anti war sentiment in this film is potentially just incidental. She has a similar title to a rather stellar Samuel Fuller film from the early 50s, one which is more arguably explicitly anti-war. Fuller was the only director of American war films who this can be claimed of, maybe Nick Ray too, as partly because Fuller was a veteran himself. The Big Red One of 1980 is certainly more matter-of-fact and existential than some of the big war films that emerged in the late 70s, essentially as action films and callous blockbusters. Consider the likes of Midway, The Eagle Has Landed, MacArthur, A Bridge Too Far, Force 10 from Navarone, Escape to Athena, Breakthrough Yanks, or The Seawolves. Peckinpah's Cross of Iron is a rather brilliant film, actually, to be fair. One of the better Hammer films of the 1950s, it seems to me. Director Michael Carreras was better known as a producer at Hammer Studios, though he directed some titles, including this one, his debut apparently, 1963's Maniac, 1964's Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, and 1967's Prehistoric Women, as well as completing the work on 1968's Lost Continent from Leslie Norman, 1971's Blood from the Mummy's Tomb from Seth Holt, who had sadly passed away, Carreras attempting to retain his vision as much as possible, and 1974's Shatter from none other than America's low-budget visionary Mr. Monte Hellman. I found it existential, moving, moody, and good ambiance. I feel a positive set of emotions towards the Steel Bayonet overall, and I feel it is worthwhile to endorse it here now. Thank you all again. I hope you are all as well as you have ever wanted to be.